Anyway, I don't remember anything. Hey, baby. Girl, baby, I can't see my video. There we go. Anyway, I don't remember anything really about the book besides it's about this, like, guy who, is immortal. I thought it was, like, a vampire book at first. I love vampires. But about a guy who was, like, immortal, and he ends up falling in love with this other girl who, I think he, like, brought her back to life. Like, now she's an immortal because he loved her. Anyway, I pretty much don't remember anything about the book, The Immortals, besides it was a beautiful love story. I don't know why I'm doing the sign of the cross, but I do love Jesus. Anyway, it was so random, but it just happened. But it was about love. That's what I should have done. And there's this, like, psycho girl from his past who is an immortal too, who, like, loves him and keeps trying to kill this girl that is now a new immortal that he made an immortal. Anyway, pretty much I think they killed her in the last book I read. I don't really remember. But I'm hoping that this other book, like, it'll just kind of come back to me, because I'm not going to read, like, all the books all over again. Like, I used to be such a reader. Like, I read Blue Bloods, which I'm going to download some of those books too. Blue Bloods, not like the cop series, the vampire series, where they were actually angels. The whole legend of it was, like, they were angels. I'm such a nerd sometimes. Anyway, the whole angel theory was, like, because they were the ones who chose Lucifer over God, and so God punished them by making them vampires. Like, there's a legend about that. So the woman kind of based off that. And yeah, so yeah. Anyway, so I've read that. That was actually, I loved that book, and I'm gonna get back to that book because that book was awesome, and I remember the storyline so much better. The Mortals, I did like that story. I'm gonna get back to that too. And Anna, you might stop the video if you step on the keyboard. And anyway, and whatever other books have I read? Twilight, obviously, before it was big and popular. Can you not bite my hair, please, baby? What else? I've read a lot of books. Just think. A lot of vampire books. Ooh, Vampire Academy? Awesome. I actually downloaded that book because that's a book that I will literally reread number 1 to number, I think it was 5, all over again. Like, I'll reread the whole series. I loved Vampire Academy. I actually asked my mom the only thing I wanted for my birthday. I think I was, like, turning 19. Yeah, I was turning, like, 19, or I was turning 20. I don't remember. I was like, I just want the last book. And she, like, got it for me. I read it in one day. I loved it. So that's definitely, like, I would actually, out of all the books I've actually ever read, like, I've read Buffy books. What else? I never read Harry Potter. My mom actually read that to us. It was kind of like she fostered, and it was kind of like I was adopted, but my mom did foster. So it was kind of like what she did, and, like, she would, like, read to all of us. So she's really the one who read Harry Potter. I kind of liked it, but I was more vampire slayer kind of stuff. What other books have I read? Ooh, and then I do have a favorite erotic novel writeress, which I absolutely adore. But I usually just skipped all the bad parts, if you know what I mean. Anyway, but I did read the first, like, couple of books. Like, I read it, like, from beginning to end. But some of them I just got bored, and I was like, okay, like, I'm just gonna, like, skip until, like, I see something that's a little interesting, if you know what I mean. Anyway, what else? I'm not gonna say what the book, because that's kind of private, so I don't want to say, like, what erotic books I read personally. Let me see if I got anything on here that I forgot. Actually, I don't think I did. I think, yeah, I got Vampire Academy. Oh my god, House of Night. I'll tell you something about House of Night. I love House of Night. But like Vampire Diaries, so many boys, so much drama, like Twilight and Vampire Academy and The Immortals. Like, you know who the main guy is, you know who the main girl is, you know they're going to end up together, done. You know that they'll deal with all their shit and everything will be fine. House of Night, boys just keep flying in, like 1 boy, 2 boy, 3 boy, 3 boy. Like the girl is just I guess you just never know. Like I never know. So I don't really know who, like I'll start to attach to a certain guy in the book that she's like with, and I'm like, okay, this is her soulmate. And then you find out there's this other guy who's apparently like the new hot shit, which is I guess kind of like the book that I was writing once upon a time. I don't write it anymore. Maybe I'll get back to it. I probably won't though. But sorry book. I love that book, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, so, anyway, boys just keep flying in, so I don't really know who the main guy is. I mean, her main lover could die the next day, and, like, she's gone through, like, 4 lovers within, like, the last 5 books, and it's just, like, seriously. All I know is right now I think her soulmate is her, like, knight who's, like, sold his pretty much life to protect her, and she's, like, a vampire. It's pretty much, like, his name is Stark. So far, he's my favorite. Just because, like, he's tough and he's awesome. And he's, like, kind of... I think he was kind of evil at one point. I don't know. I have a thing for, like, the evil guys who kind of go good. Like, I've always had a thing. Like, in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I was never an Angel fan. Ever. Like, yeah, before Spike came along, I was like, oh, he's cute. Da-da-da-da. But as soon as Spike came on, like, I was just, like, the first season of Spike, I was just like, I love this guy. Like, I didn't even know they were going to keep him. So, like, I loved Spike. I think the only book that I ever got into that I actually liked a good guy from the good guy from beginning to end was like Ron Weasley. I had an obsession with Ron Weasley. I remember my friend in grade school, I'm not going to say his name because it's very original and I don't know a lot of people. So anyway, he got me a poster in the 4th grade of pretty much Ron Weasley, and yeah, and then we watched the movie Harry Potter, and he crumpled it up for me. He crumpled it all up in front of me. He was so mean, and then they put it back together for me. Yeah, and we're like, they just thought it was really weird that, like, I liked the nerd, but anyway, yeah, I like him, so, I mean, I liked him, but anyway, that's why I like vampire books, because, like, usually the guys, like, were bad, and they go good, and, like, they fall in love, but House of Night is, like, Vampire Diaries. There's just, like, Vampire Diaries is a series, like, the TV series, like, I never watched the, I read the first book, and then the series came out, and then I was like, I don't want to watch the series, like, everything's all wrong, but then my friend, who I will say her name, Shannon, was like, you should just watch it, so I watched it, I loved it, and then I went through my state of depression, my really big state of depression, stopped reading books, stopped watching TV, so I don't really know what's going on. Don't really know where I left off, just like Gossip Girl. But that's another book that I loved was The It Girl, which is a series spin-off of the Gossip Girl. I never started off with Gossip Girl. I started off with The It Girl, which my sister introduced me to. My favorite guy, oh God, can I remember his name right now? I liked Easy, but what was his name? I use this line against so many guys. Just because they dissed him so hard in the book, and I usually don't steal other people's lines when I'm, like, dissing guys, but, yeah, I, like, use this line so much. God, what the hell was his name? I don't remember. I'll tell you in another video, because he was hilarious. Like, I want him. He ended up with a girl named, like, Laura? Anna? Oh, you're just eating your bone. What? Are you eating your bone? What's in your mouth? Anyway, so she, yeah, like Laura, that's all I remember, and then I think she was, like, bisexual at first, and then she went to him. God, what was his name? Because I swear to God, I would live just to read his parts. Anyway, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna try to read. This is kind of the first time, like, I've tried to read a book since the state of depression. So, yeah, anyway, I'm going to try that, and I'm going to tune in with you guys later, and if I don't feel like reading, I'll probably watch more Supernatural. I don't know. Anyway, I will talk to you guys tonight unless I really feel the need to tell you something. Yeah, and she's eating anything she can find. Alright, bye.